One time for the one time peace, love, and light to my family, to my people out there, to my subscribers, to my cosmic, celestial brothers and sisters. I got Byzantium, and being that I posted, pardon. So I posted the paper ball, which is the fall of our ancestors' empires. Because right after that, that's 1452. Like 30 years later, 1492. They come to America, Columbus, and all that. All right, so I always try to teach my peoples about the ancestors, about the ancient mystery system schools, and how our ancestors, Moors and the other kingdoms in Portugal, in America, Montezuma, how they had relationships. You know what I'm saying? How you think? What's the city in over there that the Mayans built? Our ancestors built a whole city out there in Italy, Venice. How you think we was built? Same technology from America, the Mayans. How you say that? Titlan, the city that was like Atlantis, not one of the Atlantean cities. But this is Byzantium, and we're going to start the fall, right? This is the fall, right after the papal bull, 1452. And I don't play. These are all books that I have read a few times on my ancestors' history, and this is how I found out a lot about my ancestors, the Knights of Santiago. And I'm not saying that they were some good people, but it was a more on more war, like most people say. So it was a more on more war back then. Black on black crime. If you want to really get, what I'm saying, the gist of what they mean by more and more. All right, because these are families, these are empires that got infiltrated through bankers and their own children because they made it, and wow, a lot of crazy stuff happened, and we got written right out of history. You know what I'm saying? And I guess history's told by the victors, right? So they got to express their perspective on the whole world, man. And it's sad that we, most people don't understand or overstand the bull crap. All right, so we're going to the fall. This is from 1446 to 1453. So that's right around the time of the papal bull. This is from John Julius Norwich's. He has a series on that history, the Byzantine Empire, my ancestors' history. All right, so we're gonna start on. The fall starts on 372. So John, I guess that's the 11th. The Roman numerals. Pelagius died childless. Of his 5 brothers, the first, Theodore, had preceded him by 4 months, and the second, Antronchus, I know how to say, Andronicus, had died young, and Theolonica. Of the 3 survivors, Constantine, here we go to my man Constantine, the deposits of their morae, see that word? It's there, morae Demetrius and Thomas. John had nominated Constantine as his heir, as his ruler, under him, if he passes. The even ambitious Demetrius immediately challenged him, but his mother, Empress Helena, look at this, Helena, I definitely know who she is, finally supported Constantine, simultaneously claiming the regency, the kingdom, until his arrival, finding Thomas also against him. All right, so Thomas was against it. Demetrius was forced to submit, all right, to Constantine. Well, If you know anything about what Constantine did, he damn sure changed the fucking Bibles and books and took books out. Anyway, 66, Route 66, like that song. If you want to get your fix on Route 66. Anyway, meanwhile, two envoys had sailed from Morea, see, the Moors, man, with powers to invest Constantine as emperor. So the Moors wanted to support Constantine. Clearly, they had not performed a coronation in Mistra, had no patriarch, so no male leader. The ceremony, which had held there on the 6th of January, 1449, damn, this is what I'm talking about, was a civil one. But Constantine, I guess that's the 5th, de Tragus, you know, the XI, the Roman numerals, he always preferred to use his Greek form of his Siberian mother. See, you know, they want to show that that side of the bloodline. You know, he want to favor that side of the bloodline, and you can see what happened when they did that today. All right. He always preferred to use this Greek form of his Siberian mother's name. Could never be formally crowned, right? He couldn't be formally crowned with that name, I guess. The Orthodox Church, which is the first Christian church, you know, of the Orthodox Church since the Council of Florence. Here we go with Council of Nicaea, Council of Florence. This is when they created these books. All right, the Council of Florence was in schism. Wow, it was a schism. The Patriarch George III. All right, that's I guess he was Gregory III, Patriarch, Pope Gregory III, a fervent unist. Oh, he wanted to unite. He was a fervent unist, was excrated as a traitor. Oh, they crossed him out. As a traitor by over half his flock. Oh, so the whole church flipped on him, damn that. Constantine himself had never condemned the union. So he didn't want that to be, I guess he the one that wanted, at least from what I understand, he wanted that. He never condemned the union. If by upholding it, he could increase the chances of Western aid, it was surely his duty to do so. See, he wanted that power. But the price was high. The anti-unionists refused to pay for him. Without a coronation, he had no moral claim to their loyalties or on those of any of his subjects. With one, he could have triggered a civil war at a moment. Yeah, when Byzantium was forced by the most impeccable of its enemies recently, implacable, there you go. Implacable of its enemies. Surprisingly, little was known. I gotta figure out what that word means. About the inscrutable young prince who had recently succeeded to the Ottoman throne. See, the Ottomans, we going to the Ottoman Empire, how they got, you know, how these people got where they at, man. It just followed, connected dots. Ottoman to Adrianople. I don't know how to say that word, but whoever he is, at Adrianople, born in 1433, the third of Murad's sons. All right, I know about the Murad. See, going back to, and then Muhammad had an unhappy childhood. His mother had been a slave girl. See, probably Christian. in the harem, like I always tell you, the harems. His elder brother Ahmed had died in 1439, and in 1444, his younger brother Ali had been strangled in his bed. Oh man, Ahmed, now hired heir to the throne, was summoned back urgently to Andropolis, where he was encrusted to the leading scholars of the day, which whom had laid the foundation of learning and culture for which he was soon to be famous. See, we had to teach these people this stuff, how to be kings. At the time of his ascension, he is said to have been fluent in Turkish, Arabic, Greek, Latin, Persian, and Hebrew. When Sultan Murad died of apoplexy on 13 February 1451, Mehmet was always away at Antonia. It took him just 5 days to reach Andropolis and Andronopoli. I forgot to say that word, where he confirmed his father's ministries in their place or appointed them elsewhere. Meanwhile, Murad's widow arrived to congratulate him on his succession. Mehmet received her warmly. When she returned to the harem, she found out her infant son had been murdered in his bath. The young sultan was taking no chances. Damn, back then it was a lot of fucking killing. And I'm already at 12 minutes, but this is the fall. I'm going to get back in this, but I just wanted to add on to the knowledge of the papal bull and why they wanted to get every Saracen, every non-Christian pretty much that was a Christian, that believed in a God. They had a God. They had plenty of gods. But the way that papal bull make it out, they would seem like, seas. What's that shit? The Conquest of Destiny. It's just retarded. The stuff that is legal is written. The devil's in the detail. And most of our ancestors, and most of us today, can't even read the legal jargon today. So we need to learn and understand the structures and the caste systems, the spells, the way they word stuff, and don't give that energy or that any attention, Just know thyself and know the truth. And you can research all this yourself. Like I said, John Julius Norwich's books. There's a bunch of stuff on YouTube. So one time for the one time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I chopped up a lot of words because, we're speaking in Shakespearean and my tongue is New York, Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So one time for the one time, BX veterans, the classroom was always in session, man. Peace, love, and light.